Hi guys, so it's been some time since I've made a video here on YouTube, and that's because a lot of things have been going on in the past few months actually, and most importantly the last release was in October, so we have skipped the November release and the December release due to various factors. The most important one is being that a lot of YouTubers have covered ALG on their respective channels, so the amount of user base is increasing. We are scaling the project to better serve the community, and a few things have to be streamlined because I never thought it would go out and become this big one day. So really thanks to all of these YouTubers. I would not like to name them because a lot of small YouTubers have also covered, so it would be unfair for them, but really thank everyone regardless of the amount of subscribers they have, since they have made a video on Arch Linux GUI on their respective channels. So thanks to them. What is going on is that if you have read the Telegram group message, also I posted this on Instagram, that is, we have shifted our hardware resources to another place that is 25 kilometers away approximately, and now there is this Omicron scare, and even if the Omicron thing wasn't in place, due to the ongoing pandemic, we only had a certain amount of hours, 6 hours actually, that we could work on. We had to leave the premises by 5 p.m. sharp. So when the resources were at my place, actually at my house, sitting all night always was an option, but now it's not. So less number of time that I can dedicate to the project, and also the resources now are far away, so there are days where I can't go to the place where all of these machines are set up. Another thing is that the Discord server was a nice place for the topic of this video actually is how do you report bugs, as you can see, or ask or do feature requests and stuff like that. So initially all of this was done on SourceForge, but then as the size of users grew, Discord was the place, right? But now it's also becoming a bit difficult to manage things on Discord because the chats, sometimes the real issues, they just disappear in the entire chats, and that is why I've decided to move all of this to this page here. I'll put the link in the description. This is basically the releases page, which is pinned on the top of the repository, this one here. So you can just open this, come to issues here, and as you can see, some people have opened their issues. In fact, one of the issues is by Dio Linux, which happens to be a YouTube channel that covered the project, right? So the thing, like, we could have done this from the start obviously, but I never thought that it would go so seriously and like so many people would appreciate this project and use it. So first of all, thank you to everyone who has commented on the previous videos, but more importantly, now we have to actually streamline things and make sure workflow is is regulated in some kind of way. So what I want you to do is, whatever issues you have, which could be a bug, or maybe you want to have a new edition or some kind of feature request, what you can do is come to the ALG releases page, come to issues. Again, I said I'll put the link in the description. Click on a new issue, and then what you want to do is do something like this. So you look at this guy. He has written ALG GNOME and then the version that he is using, and then he talks about what the problem is. This is exactly what I would like you to do. What you want to do is let's go to issues again. Click on new issue. I'm just going to create a dummy issue here for you guys. You are going to type in square brackets ALG, and you want to make sure this is caps, not caps, doesn't matter really for me, right? And then the name of the edition you are facing an issue with. So let's say you are facing an issue with XFCE. What month ISO are you using? So that is very important as well, 21-10 for example, if that's the ISO you are using. And then you can go ahead and start use a very small description here, what the exact issue is. For example, no LVDS support. So LVDS is a type of monitor. The support has been brought in if you have seen the XFCE repository commits. And then you can describe it. If you want to add screenshots, you can add screenshots. This, by the way, is in Markdown, so you can use Markdown syntax. If you don't know Markdown, it's okay. You can just type plain text, add in images, you can add in links here. Make sure to keep the comment very neat and tidy so that not just me but anyone else who is reading this can understand it. It's okay if you don't have the best English out there. We are not looking for the best English. What we are looking at is if you can clearly explain what you are wanting, what if it's a feature request, if it's a new edition request, if it's a bug that you have discovered. Describe it in a very brief way so that people can understand whether they understand English or not. So obviously over here you are going to be writing things in English. That's a strict must, because we can't just use every language out there. In the Telegram group, for example, we use Spanish and Portuguese for people who are comfortable in that. That's fine, because that's a Telegram group. But here on GitHub, since we want to streamline certain things, English is going to be the de facto language that we are going to communicate in. That helps each of us globally understand what each of us wants, and this is how open source works, right? So you can just go ahead and submit an issue. If you always one thing you have to remember is, if you have a photo to back what you are saying, photo of the issue, something, if the ISO is not booting, you have a photo of that screen where the boot screen is stuck. Always back your issues with photos. That's going to really help the community, who is going to help you solve your problem. Alright, so I think this is very clear. ALG releases issues, and this is where you can report your issues. So if you are an existing user and you have already reported some issues on the Discord server, I really recommend you to please go ahead and open these issues here, so that not only I will have a track on it, but the newer team that is here developing Arch Linux GUI, that they will have a track. Also, anyone else in the world who wants to contribute to the project, they can just keep a track on it, and if they have solutions, innovative solutions, they can come in and contribute. So this is how I plan to do it. We have 40 repositories on, if you can see here, we have 40 repositories. So if you go ahead and open issues on individual, for example, you see we have Plasma here, and obviously the issue you see here is fine because I hadn't made this video. But for example, if you open an issue over here, what happens is that this is going to be lost somewhere here, and then no one, it won't come into the attention of anybody. So open an issue on the releases repository. This is where we'll track everything from releases, and this is where we want to track issues as well. So I hope I've made myself very clear. Thank you so much for the overwhelming response that I've gotten in the past few months. Thanks again to all of the YouTubers who have covered my project on their channel. We have some big things coming up. Probably the next year we have the first anniversary on 9th January, by the way. So we have a new website. I'm just giving you a heads up on that. And a new better website actually, that's built with React. And also we are going to be aiming at fixing bugs. And one of the longest things that I wanted to do with the project is merging the two desktop environment editions, so the pure and the themed. If I can stack them together in one ISO, work is going on that. So this is pretty much it. Hadn't made a video in quite some time, so I just decided to update you guys, as well as talk about how you can add your issues here, so that it can be tracked by not just me nor the team, but also the community in general. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. I have certain requests on videos. I will do that as soon as I get time. Thank you.